3, 2, 1, go.
Let's see what these teams have on the Red Alliance. Just a little too far on the Red Alliance. Over on the blue, we've got all three blue robots on the move. With 3 seconds remaining, people coming to a stop at the end of the autonomous period. And our human drivers are now taking control. There it was 15 points each in the autonomous period for the robots moving across their initial line. But now our human drivers are in control. And on the Red Alliance, the Baybots, they're triggering that hopper, releasing the fuel onto the field. The fuel can be a valuable scoring element, but can also get in the way of your gear delivery. And each of these gears powers these rotors, and the rotors are worth 40 points apiece. Speaking of that fuel, 1458 Red Tie Robotics shooting some of that high-efficiency boiler. They need 3 of those fuel cells to earn 1 point. As they fill up that boiler, and if they get 40, there's an additional bonus. Both teams now have 1 rotor spinning for 40 points apiece. With the Blue Alliance in just a slight lead with 60 over 56. These teams methodically delivering these gears. They are a very tricky game piece to handle. And they have to get them on a very... There's this another gear being delivered to the Red Alliance airship. They're spinning up their second rotor, bringing the Red Alliance up to a 96 into the lead. With just under 1 minute remaining, it's still anybody's game. 1 more gear or 1 more robot climbing could make the difference as 1458 continues to scoop up some fuel from that center hopper. And they make their way towards that boiler once again with 43 seconds left. Here comes 1 more gear up into the Blue Alliance airship. They're getting it onto that gear peg. Looks like they're going to have time to spin up their rotor number 2. And there goes rotor number 2 on the Blue Alliance. It's a 4-point game. Extremely close as our pilots release the ropes for their robots to climb aboard. Let's see who's heading on the airship. Spartronics, they're on their way up. Spartronics is ready for takeoff on the Blue Alliance. Can their partners join them? We have 12 seconds to find out. Red Tie Robotics, they're on their way up. Over on the blue, 2543 Titanbot, they're ready for takeoff. 4 seconds remain. 2, 1, 0. 2 more red robots. Very close. And as those airships take flight, we have your official score on the screen. Crossing the finish line first is the Blue Alliance with 205. Red Alliance 201. An extremely close match.